Hi, I'm Stephanie Evans, and today I'll be talking about my process for the hero asset that I made. First off, when setting up my trucks, I assumed that I had to assemble all of them myself manually, but I didn't realize that I could have used the blueprint. I did in the end, and it made things a lot more easier for me. I only had to click and drag them into the blueprint, and it assembled itself. Luckily enough, the textures attached itself to all the meshes when I was exporting it out of Maya and importing it into the Unreal Engine. The textures that I did are all hand-drawn in Photoshop. I had multiple maps for the textures. As you can see down the bottom here, there's lots of them. It's not just the one map. I wanted to do multiple maps because I thought it would be easier to fix a problem if there was a problem. So if there was a problem with some of the colors on one of the bodies, I could have just taken it out, redone it, and put it back in without changing any of the textures around it. I did have a couple of problems with the textures, just with it not showing up in Unreal, but I managed to fix it. It was just a small error, just had to delete it, and it showed itself again. The material that I used was the metallic and the roughness. It's wanted to use that, obviously, to make it shiny, and you can definitely see that with the bumpers. The bumpers are very shiny. And what I really liked about having the metallic and the roughness is that the textures seem to be giving off this illusion that it's almost three-dimensional, well, more three-dimensional with like, it looks like it has a bump map on it. And I was super happy with that, knowing that it was like kind of giving off that illusion, because I wanted to have a normal map, but the normal map was just terrible, and so I just didn't get onto it. So I'm really, really happy that the roughness and the metallic material managed to actually give off that illusion of it being a three-dimensional texture. All the colors of the cars done through using a material instance, and then I just attach it to each of the cars, obviously in different colors, so that I can show some variety. I did the exact same thing with the lights. The lights I actually had problems with the lights because I didn't have a mask. I managed to make one, but I was quite ignorant with how to make one. So this is actually the mask, but it worked fantastically. It actually works. I wasn't sure if it was. I was just winging it, but it does, and I'm happy to know that I can like change the colors and everything. So if I want a blue, I can change it to like a blue. And I managed to do the exact same thing, make a material instance and attach it to all of these lights. So this one's like pink, that one's red, that one's yellow, I believe. Blue and green, which I'm super glad that I managed to figure out without having to spend days trying to figure it out myself. I also did the indicators at the front. I wanted to make them flicker, but because of my multi-layered texturing, it kind of got hard, and I didn't know how to do it properly, because from what I learned from the workshops, you could have done that with the one map or like the one mesh, but it just didn't work for me. At the back as well, I also added the like brake lights indicators at the back, and they shine beautifully. I'm very pleased with how they look. Also, what I wanted to do as well with the materials of each of the cars, I really wanted to add in some like that mud or rust texture, but unfortunately, I tried to do it with my with what I got from the workshop, but for some reason it just still didn't work. And I was changing colors that weren't meant to happen. Like what was happening is the, oh here. So I was trying to do the vector color, but because it was connected to, this color was connected to a bunch of other colors, it was getting rid of all of these colors and it just turned into like a silver blank texture, and that's definitely not what I wanted. So I left it. In the future, I'll definitely have to check it out because I tried to do it, but it just seemed to make things worse. These are my beautiful trucks. Hopefully this is to your taste. Thank you for listening and have a good day.